you my secret weapon.
Hello, welcome back. Another video, another new characters. Yes, that's right. Her name is Landy and she is a limited characters. And before I start explaining whether or not we should pull for her, I would like to encourage you to subscribe to my channel if you are new, so you would be the first to see the upcoming video related to Epic 7, as well as a way to show some support toward my channel. Alright, so now, who is Landy? Landy is a chief of police in charge of maintaining public order. She's a ranger and an earth element. Her imprint release will grant her allies 17.4% effect resistance as SSS rank, and her imprint concentrations give her 18% attack at SSS rank. Now, so far I already like her just based on the way she looks. You know, Gundam, machine, robotic stuff. I'm sure you would love her too if you were a fan of Gundam animation or even Power Rangers sort of things. However, in order for me to whether pull for her or not, I would look into her skill set to determine. Let's start with her third skill. Okay, her third skill, Full Burst. Attack all of her enemies and give her speed buff for 2 turns. Now when her fighting spirit is at full, she then consumes it all and increases her damage dealt, and also increases 15% combat readiness to all of her allies. This skill is pretty unique because it could not trigger counterattacks from the opponent teams. Well, in my opinion, this skill could potentially deal an insane amount of damage, even though on paper, as you guys could see, it only has a total of 30% damage at max level. But if you got a full fighting spirit, then you could surprise your opponent team with a massive AoE attack that could just might as well annihilate everything. If you notice, the skill name is called Full Burst, right? Meaning if you got the full fighting spirit, this skill gonna kill somebody. Not to mention her second skill will help her boost her damage by an insane amount. And I might as well gonna go over the second skill right now. Alright, her second skill, the Chief, is on the scene. This is a passive skill which increases her attack by 7% every time she performs an attack, and it could stack up to 5 times. 5 times 7 equals 35% extra damage after 5 turns. However, if you max this skill, then after 5 turns, her damage will get boosted by 50%, which is crazy. Pretty much like after 5 turns, she goes into enraged mode and starts one-shotting everybody with a smile on her face. And then lastly, her first skill, Fire, which attacks her enemy and increases her combat readiness by 10%. Now this skill, even though this is just her basic skill, but the damage at max skill level is 30%, which could potentially harm her opponent pretty badly. I will just briefly go through the artifacts for her limited banner. What it does is at the start of the turn, for each buff granted to an enemy, there's a 4% chance to grant the caster increased greater attack for 1 turn. Also, after using an attack that hits all enemy, then the caster gets combat readiness increases by 10%. The effect is not activated by counterattack, dual attack, or any extra attack. Also, this artifact is only for ranger classes only. And as a reminder, this is a limited artifact which probably would come back next year. So if you really need these artifacts for some reason, then do not hesitate and keep pulling until you get it, or else you might need to wait another year in order to obtain it. Alright, now what should I do? Should I pull for her? Is it worth the pity summon, or should I save my wallet for Mr. Last Rider crowd? I know a lot of people are scratching their heads right now deciding as well. And I feel pretty bad for those of you who happen to use all of your bookmarks on 2X, the new character that just got released. I mean, she's a really good character, so I understand it was hard to fight the urge pulling for her. And now limited banner Landy along with Mr. Last Rider crowd. It seems like you just gotta have no choice but to open up your wallet to spend some money. But anyway, if you are still confused and can't make a decision, then ask yourself these questions. 1. Are you still in need of a damage dealer? 2. Are you a Gundam fan or Power Rangers? 3. Do you love the Korean voice actor Kim Se-hye? 4. Do you have enough money in your wallet? Well, as for me personally, I think I should pull for Landy because she's a limited banner character. Now, usually a limited banner character doesn't mean that that character would be OP. But for this particular limited banner, Landy is actually a good character to have if you need a character that ramps her damage quickly over time. She is a good character for both PvE and PvP, so that is what I'm looking for. Just gotta have some unit to protect her and she will be fine as a damage dealer. Personally, I'm not just gonna gear her with speed set, but instead I'm gonna purely invest critical damage set on her so she could maximize her damage, especially in PvE contents. Okay, well, that was my opinion on whether or not I should pull for Landy. And I hope you kind of have an idea on how Landy is like with her skill set in order for you to make the final decisions on pulling her or not. Subscribe to my channel for more Epic 7 related videos. Thank you for watching and listening. I'll see you in the next video, and I'll see you too, Kim Se-hye.